Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I've got an exciting new flavor for you guys. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and start the water right away because I'm super excited about this because it's so cold and because it's been a little bit, well, let's face it, it's freezing out here in Chicago. So I'm gonna go with another chai this week, and it's another David's tea this week. So it's gonna be Cinnamon Rooibos Chai. Welcome, whoever just popped in. Whoever it is. Hi, how's it going? I'm doing Rooibos Cinnamon Chai today. This has actually been sitting in my bag for a couple months now. And I was waiting for a nice chilly day to get this going. I figured if I did a David's tea last week, I might as well do another David's tea this week. And you guys, hey Sue, welcome. You're the first one to show up. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this open, and we'll get this party started. Oh, there we go. Now, I love cinnamon. I love chai. Cinnamon goes into a lot of chai blends. So this one, I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty strong. Yeah, that's because you are the callist. Gotta watch them typos. Oh, okay, yeah, this is a really strong. It's a really strong cinnamon here. I've had cinnamon teas before. This is, well, from what I smell so far, it's really similar. You have it smells kind of like cinnamon gum. And if you guys like cinnamon gum, normally they do taste very close to it. Oh, but this one's gonna have a kick. I can smell it already. Let's see. So it's got Rooibos, apple, cinnamon, and cinnamon flavoring. So it's a double shot right there. It's gonna have some kick. I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this out. Here we go. And this is gonna be a very light tea. As far as color is concerned. Is that a good? Yeah, it's a good one. Since it's a Rooibos tea, it's going to be light in color. That's normally known as a red tea, but more accurately, it's going to be an herbal blend because officially teas are only made from tea leaves, and Rooibos is actually a bush. What happened? Okay, I think we lost power. That's not very good. Yeah, we lost power. I don't know how that happened. So, I'm gonna have to go and fix a little something something. Yeah, this is a little bit embarrassing. Oh, you got it? Yes, my tea streams are very educational. Yes, that I would do that, except they put the power back on, so now my raw sexuality is not needed. But yeah, I did break it. It's like I'm telling you, there's always something that goes wrong. Oh, there we go. So it's heating up. And I'm gonna have to stall for a little bit of time because these things happen, but that's all right. So as I was saying, this is actually not a tea but an herbal blend. It's a short leaf bush, and there we go. Yeah, it's starting. I hear it starting to steam. It's a short bush, and it actually comes from South Africa. The interesting thing is, I usually bring this up, but because you're new to the stream, it's actually the German word Rooibos means red bush. So it's interesting to see that there's a German influence in an African country. It just shows the way that the culture was brought up, and how it's developed from. God, for years. I don't even know how long the settlement has been there, but I mean to have the German influence over the red bush plant, it just goes to show of the emigration, I should say, into the continent. But yeah, this is a Rooibos bush. Well, yeah, Dutch. Is it Dutch too, or is it? Because I know that they're generally Dutch, but Rooibos is a German word. So I know there's a lot of multi. It's like a lot of different countries that settled in South Africa. Um, but yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like it's they've had a lot of influence over the country, and to have the red bush, they named it. It goes to show that they had some pull in there. But yeah, going back to it, a rooibos has naturally a very sweet flavor to it. It's a little bit grainy. Some might say it's like a little bit like paper, which, I mean, I don't mind. I don't have any texture issues, and I think it actually adds a little bit of thickness to it. So yeah, I'm all for the rooibos. Oh, and my water, yeah, it's getting a little bit louder. So I'm just making sure. Well, before I get too much into that, there we go. I keep forgetting the they changed the format. But yeah, it's not going to expand a whole lot because it's a short leaf. But you see how much I have in there for now. And you see it's like a very, very earthy, almost autumn coloring, like a lot of browns and oranges, a little bit of yellow. It's like speckled with yellow. So this is going to be a very tasty tea. It's going to be, wait, gotta get my face. Tasty. Ah, bad pun number one. Okay, so my water's ready. Since this is an herbal tea, it can stay in the water for however long. It's a very, very strong leaf. So when I make rooibos, I'm not really concerned about the time. The longer, the better, in my opinion. Yeah, I know, that was an awful joke. Normally when I make a rooibos iced tea, I like to leave it in there at least an hour. It pulls out all the flavor. It sits there. You can actually cold brew it all day, and you'll have no problems with oversteeping. But right now I'm heating it. I heated the water to about 212 degrees. Sorry, not 112. 212. I'm gonna leave it in there just for 5 minutes. That should be more than enough to get everything out. I pre-sweetened my pot with some stevia, so that's in there. It's gonna pull out all the sweetness and enhance it even more, which is something I love about rooibos teas. The stevia really brings out the flavor, but it doesn't necessarily need it. I mean, I just do it because I like stronger flavors. I have a bit of a sweet tooth. Oh, excuse me. So I'm all for it. And yeah, right now it's brewing, and all around me I smell like this cinnamon. It's a very warm flavor. It's a very, yeah, like with rooibos, because I know that you're not a fan of the texture. Have you tried doing it with tea bags? I know that I've mentioned that before. It should help. It should help, like the leaves to stop getting through the infuser. Normally that is a problem because the infusers are metal and the mesh is slightly wide. It works better for long leaf teas. There's a word for it when a tea is cut long. Pico. That's what it is. When you have a pico cut leaf, it's nice and big, so there's no way that it's going to get through the mesh. But for short leaf teas like rooibos, if you're worried about it coming out, just use a bag, and that should take care of the problem. If not totally, then mostly. So you won't have any texture problems. This is going to clear my sinuses. Like I have a little bit of a sinus issue today. But that is a strong blend. It's nice and warm. I can actually it's normally when you drink a chai tea, it warms your core temperature. So on a really cold day, that's what you want to take. So it not only warms you physically, but the spices raise your core temperature and you stay warmer longer. So that's why I'm working with this one because it's kind of chilly in my room today and I'm all for it. And speaking of chais, I'm gonna have. I don't want to say too much quite yet because it's not set in stone. It's about 95% set in stone. Sounds like apple pie. Yeah. I mean, are you talking about the taste, or the smell? In reference to the apple pie. While you type that, I'm just gonna say I'm setting something up for not next week. Next week is supposed to be our work outing, so I'm 98% sure I'm not gonna do a stream next week. But should that fall through like it did this week, it's always hard to get an accurate time frame. Yeah, it's the smell is a lot like apple pie. More like the apple cinnamon. I know that Adagio has this great apple cinnamon chai. It's out of this world. I love it. I usually make iced tea with it because it's so good. It comes out tasting like apple cider. It's the apple flavoring with a little bit of a kick. That's I believe cider's a bit fermented, but it's out of this world when you drink it iced. Oh, it's 8:14, so I have one more minute before I pull it out, and I'm like really raring to go because I love apple flavored teas. They usually come out like apple juices. This one's got apple and cinnamon in it. I'm hoping it's gonna be nice and spicy. But Anna, welcome. I thought you weren't gonna make it today. I'm glad you did. I appreciate it. Thanks. So I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. But anyway. Oh well, it's 8:15. So we'll go ahead and pull out the infuser. Ouch. My fingers are burning. There we go. I'm gonna stir the sugar a little bit. Oh yeah, that's a really strong cinnamon smell. Like this is gonna have some kick. I can guarantee it. There we go. So I'm gonna show you guys what this tea looks like when it's fully steeped. I keep forgetting I'm right-handed. Let me do that first, because I'm still getting used to having that up there. But yeah, you can see there's not much of a change in color. It actually looks like it got a little bit darker. I'm trying to make sure it's like all the water falls off because I don't want it to drip too much. When I show you guys how much it expanded, I'm not expecting much of a change because, like I said before, it's a really short leaf. It doesn't expand very much. Like the only thing that you'll see expanding really are the apple pieces. That's all those chunks over here, like in the center. All of that that's the only noticeable difference as far as size is concerned. You're not going to see much of a difference in the leaf. Like you can see on the side, there's no real difference there. So, there we go. I hate not having good light, but what are we gonna do, Okay. Ooh. So you see, it did expand. Well, it expanded a little bit more than I thought it would. But again, it's not a huge difference. when you have pico leaves and they've been thoroughly dried and processed, you'll see a gigantic difference. Like you'll see it go from here to all the way up here, like practically take up the entire basket. But you see, it came like it started about there, and there's maybe a centimeter or so of a difference. I'm going metric. That's how serious I am. I went metrics on your behinds. But there we go. All right, time to pour some of this out. Now, even with the lid on my cast iron pot, it's a really strong scent. So I know that this is gonna have some kick to it. It's gonna have a lot of flavor, which I'm looking forward to. And I just burned my hand a bit, but that's okay. Oh, that's a really nice color right there. You can see it's a lot of Leslie. Welcome. You can see there's a lot of brown in that, and yeah, I'm trying not to, but you know, it happens. It's unavoidable. All right, I'm just gonna switch over there real quick. Ooh, I'm trying not to spill it. So you see, there's a nice brown color to it. It's there's a hint of red. It's not as red as it usually is, probably because there's a big yeah, oven mitts would definitely come in handy in this line of work. It's more ow, my finger, ow, my pinky, ow. Oh, that is leaning wrong. Oh, that hurts. There we go. Yeah. It's so hard to concentrate when your finger's burning. But anyway, so you see there's like a lot of a lot of red in it, but it's not as profound as it usually is on a Rooibos tea. This one is probably because there's so much cinnamon in it, it turns it more brown. But usually it would be a lighter tea. You could see like right before the yellow, there's a band of red, and that's more what I would expect from a Rooibos tea. Ooh, okay. Let me see. There we go. And now for the moment I've been waiting for. One last smell before it goes down the hatch. Greg, what's up? Welcome. Oh, this has got a kick to it. It's more it's more cinnamony than I thought it would be. There was a tea that I did before. It was the hot cinnamon spice. That is closer to what this tastes like. There's there's a strong cinnamon presence. Not so much the Rooibos, but the Rooibos does contribute to some of the sweet. It tastes like really spicy Apple Jacks. Oh yeah, yum is right. Oh, that is, and it's really satisfying. Like you feel it in your chest right away. So that's like the cinnamon kick. You're gonna feel it right away. And it makes its way slowly. Yeah, like big red gum. It makes its way slowly down the more you drink it. So right now I'm feeling it kind of up here and in my throat. And like the more that I drink it, it's gonna start to pass through my body. I'll start feeling it in my chest and like my ribs. It'll go down into my stomach, and if I'm lucky, it'll go into like my shoulders and stuff. Oh, she loves the spicy Apple Jacks. Well, then this might just be her cup of tea. There goes another one. Ah, that's awful. Oh, that's so good. I would always recommend for getting children into tea. It's a great healthy alternative as long as you stay away from the caffeinated ones, because I mean it's fine if you're willing to deal with it, but generally most parents do not need to encourage their kids to bounce off the walls any more than they usually do. So this would be a good alternative to that. It'll keep her warm, not just on the outside but on the inside as well. Just make sure it's not too hot, because if she can't, you don't want her to burn her tongue. Absolutely, herbal blends are amazing. Like I highly recommend Rooibos as an herbal blend. Also, honeybush. Honeybush is just as good. Strawberry blend. You have to put. Well, I mean I don't think you have to put ice in it per se if you like make a big cup of it, a big jug of it, and put it in the fridge for a while. Unless you're talking about just cooling it down for her. Well, then yeah, I get that. But this is absolutely amazing. Was it? Oh, Queen Annabelle makes you. That, yeah. You have to listen to her. That's that's what I went through with my own little princess upstairs. The with the magic potion tea. Oh, she made that her own. I went out and got her cookies and she barely ate them. Anyway, what am I gonna do, And also, the good thing about this kind of a tea is that as it gets colder, it retains the flavor. Like some green teas and some black teas, the cooler it gets, you lose the tea flavor to whatever it's mixed with. So, say if you get like a citron green, it starts off with like a good balance between the green and the citrus flavors, but once it cools down, the citrus flavors start to overpower the green tea, and that's something that, I mean, it all depends on your tastes, but in this case, it kind of does it a little bit of an injustice. Oh, excuse me, if you let it cool off too much. But this tea, it's got a very full flavor, which I appreciate. You're not going to lose any. You're not going to lose any flavor when you keep it in there. Like the longer, the better. The steep time it's nil. I mean, you can leave it in there as long as you want. You'll have no problems. Marshall, welcome. How's it going? Welcome to my stream. If you're just passing through. Oh my god, this stuff is amazing. So anyway, what was I saying? Well, you guys have any questions? I'll open up the floor to you guys. What the Q&A is throughout. Like the more people just throw stuff out there, the better it is, because it keeps me going and it keeps you guys interested and active. So I encourage it. Just throw it out, even if I'm in the middle of a rant. Just go right ahead, because this stuff is I love it. Best time is between sips when when my mouth is otherwise occupied. That sounds a little bit dirty, but I don't know. So out of these three, the strawberry rhubarb, the Caribbean crush, or the green passion fruit, I have no idea. I've never had any of them. So if you're asking me which one I would like to try, They all sound great. I think I'm more drawn to Caribbean Crush. I love the sweet I love that that's usually like a pineapple, coconut, vanilla kind of flavor to it. I'm assuming. I'm Oh, they're all Davids? I've never had any of those. I'm an Adagio guy. Like 99% of the stuff that they have, I've tried, but this time around, like I'm not sure about the Davids. I'm moving in that direction a little bit, but yeah, those are three that I haven't tried yet. I'm loyal to Adagio. I cheat on them a little bit every so often. They're Oh, so you got the samples. Well, I would say start with the Caribbean Crush because it sounds good to me. Then we'll go with the strawberry rhubarb because I got to go with my sweet tooth again, and the green passion fruit. Can't go wrong with that. It's probably going to be a little bit more tangy than the rest, but yeah. So you're taking notes. Good. I'm glad I can plan out your tea schedule for you. The strawberry rhubarb is the parfait. It might be. You know, I just had a parfait tea the other day. That might have been it. If it was delicious. Ooh, I saw that one coming. Something just clipped me over here. I was trying to swallow, but that's what she said. But it just wasn't happening. But anyway, so there are. Speaking of Adagio, they came out with, I believe it was 6 new blends. Because of the give you a little of the pouch. You probably did, but I haven't gotten to those samples yet. They're in my bag and they're ready to go. I just haven't gotten to them yet. But anyway, they because of the passing of Tivana, they made, I believe it was 6 new blends that they're gonna come out pretty soon. So if you guys drank Tivana and you got like some of the oh yeah, definitely. I'll definitely send you the link to Adagio. I mean, it's adagio.com. You're not gonna it's hard to miss. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, that they made a couple teas that are similar to some of their popular blends from Tivana. So I already got a sample box. I don't know what they taste like. I have no idea. But they have a good. That's all right. You know, I cater to your laziness anyway. It's your birthday. For your birthday, I'll send you the link. How about that? What was it? Oh yeah, that they modeled some teas with some of their more popular blends at Tivana. So I'm gonna try out some of them, and I might do it. I might do it for you guys. We'll see. I have 6 blends, so maybe I'll do it in 2 parts. I'll do 3 one day and then 3 another. I know. I keep hearing that, and I actually went to Adagio thinking that they had the 3-ounce pouches already. Not yet. Oh, excuse me. They're still marketing it and still giving out samples. But once they do come out with the 3-ounce bags, I'm gonna be all over that one. Cause you keep telling me that it's good, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm ready, willing, and able to try it. But whenever I get around to it, which is probably going to be Oh, they have the 3 ounce pouches already. That's great. I mean, if we get there within the next few weeks, I'll try it. But oh yeah, we have the tasting in 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? Maybe, I don't know. We have to talk to Nicole about that. I also have to find out if we're able to stream. I'm hoping that we can, because if so, you guys are in for a treat. You'll be the, I guess, fourth guest in that. So I want to see if we can arrange it. I'm sure they'll have no problem. If not, I'll talk to my guys at State Street. They love me. I'm a local celebrity. So send you some ideas of yummy teas. Then yeah. Are you talking about specifically Adagio or anything in general? Because like I can make a ton of suggestions. And even stuff that I forget, I've probably streamed, and you might be interested. So go back to my YouTube page and check them out. And if anything tickles your fancy, then by all means. And I highly recommend that you watch the Flower of Noto Ginseng one. That one I'm still paying for. I kind of went a little nuts on that one. So, yeah, that's something that you guys have no problems reminding me of. That was awesomeness. But yeah, that's not one I recommend you try unless you're alone and feel like giggling. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, I'm more than happy to make recommendations. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the streaming. We're gonna talk about what the tea tastings are like. So if you guys are interested, if you're in the Chicago area or planning to be, let me know and I'll give you all the information you want. On the tea tastings. Hopefully I'll be able to stream it so that you guys will know what it is, what to expect, and I'll let you guys know how to schedule it on your own. It's really super simple. The hardest part is just finding where to do it, and even that is once you know where it is, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. But yeah, I highly recommend doing a tea tasting. If not at Adagio, maybe your local tea shop will do it. We'll see. I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes because every tea is different. Every tea shop is different. I don't think they do it at David's Teas, and I know they didn't do it at Tivana. The pomegranate one, it's coming out as a regular blend. That I'm not sure of. I know that the pomegranate one that your mom had and fell in love with, that was a seasonal. And right now it's in the sale basket. But the new one that's coming out, I think that's gonna be a regular blend. I don't know. It's hard to tell. The only thing is that if it oversells like the turmeric bliss did, which I highly recommend, but they are sold out everywhere. So I don't know what they're doing about that at the moment. I lucked out. I was able to pick up 2 pouches for a friend of mine, and I mailed them to her because she fell in love with them. And she was heartbroken when they ran out at the warehouse. So I sent them to her. She got them yesterday and sent me the best picture of herself wearing a Pikachu hat, holding 2 bags of turmeric bliss tea with this big Cheshire cat smile, going, "Yay!" It was awesome. I have to say that really made my day. Teresa, if you're watching, not my sister Teresa, but my friend Teresa, if you're watching, you're welcome. That was one of the highlights of my day yesterday. Just seeing that you got it. So, or was it Wednesday? It doesn't really matter. I'm sure if you watch this a couple months from now, you won't even remember. So. That's so good. Now that it's starting to cool off, it's tasting a lot like cinnamon gum. And like I said before, it's really similar to the hot cinnamon spice. For the price, the website for 2 ounces at David T's, let me see, it was $8.99, I believe. Yeah, for 2 ounces, it was $8.98. I believe, let me check Adagio. I believe it's only 7 on there, but we'll see. I mean, I would recommend Adagio anyway, and I already did the hot cinnamon spice for you guys. Let me just double check on the price. I think they changed it to fiery cinnamon spice. Last I noticed. Yeah, let me try fiery cinnamon. No. I know it's some. It should be somewhere in my. What was that? Yep. I'm assuming that they changed the name. I remember seeing that on the store, and I was like, yeah, that's interesting. But let me find. You know what? I'll check it in my reviews. That way, it'll help me out. Because you get to review the teas that you try, and you get points for it. And I know that I reviewed. Oh yeah, they changed it to fiery cinnamon spice. So Fiery. I don't know why it didn't pop up. Yeah, basically. And that's what I'm drinking now. Fiery. Why does it? Oh, there we go. Haha! I beat the internet. Okay, so for 3 ounces, it's $7 at Adagio, but for 2 ounces, it's eight and change. What was it? $8.98. So yeah, it's like $9 on the David's teas. So I'm going to link the David's brand to this one, but just know that Angel, what's up? Welcome. But just know that Adagio has a comparable tea for a better price. So, I mean, I'm just being honest here. Sorry, David's Teas. They got it. Same thing for cheaper. See, this is why I love Adagio. And Adagio loves me too. Oh, I'm starting to run a little bit low. Time to pour a little bit more. More. Oh, I think I overdid it. I drank it too fast. You guys know I have problems when it comes to restraint. So yeah, that's what I did. I drank too much on the first one. Usually I leave about half a cup. What did you miss? My pretty face, of course. You miss that every week. I don't know what to say. This is why this relationship isn't working out. You aren't there for me when I need you to stare at this pretty face. I'm doing one of David's teas, cinnamon Rooibos chai. It's a Rooibos blend. It's herbal, and it tastes like cinnamon gum. It's really good. I'm not coming down on the taste at all. I mean, this is something that I would drink on very dimples. Trying really hard to flex those dimples out there, but it's a really good flavor. I'm not knocking it at all. This would taste it's great hot, but it would taste really good cold either way. And I should know because I've had the Adagio one cold. It's really good, so I highly recommend that. As a matter of fact, the I had some of it at work, iced with cream in it. So good. Oh my god, it was so good. I loved it. But I highly recommend trying it at least once with cream. As a matter of fact, you know what I have? I have some honey here that I need to get rid of. Like, I'm starting to run a little bit low. I need to replace some. Double Points Day is every Wednesday at State Street, and so that'll be a good time. Yeah, might as well finish it off, right? Right. Yeah, I'm finishing off my honey. There we go, all gone. I go through this stuff so fast. This is actually orange blossom honey. And it's like it was a little bit cold in my room, so I diluted it. Diluting honey is a really great idea because you're gonna put it in water anyway. So when I use the pump, oh yeah, there's a good difference there. When I use the pump, I prefer having the thickness of it. It's just a texture thing for me. I like to squeeze it and it just comes out. It's like, oh, it's all good. But when it gets to about halfway done, I fill it with warm water, not to dilute it too much, but to give it some. Well, I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say half. Maybe within a little more than a third left. I fill it with hot water. I mix it up and get it nice and liquidy, and then you just use the pump, and it's so much easier to get it all out in one shot. So, yeah, that's how I do it. Oh, that is nice. The orange blossom honey, it adds more depth to it. And I know it's a little bit hard to describe, but you have like the cinnamon and like the slight orangey flavor to it. They mix well, but then you have the natural honey flavor that is reacting with the stevia that's already in there, and so it makes it sweet with a little bit more of an orangey, citrusy kind of taste to it. I really love that. Like it's enhancing it for me. And I thought it was hard to not drink it fast before. And it even changes the smell, because the cinnamon and the honey, it really packs a bit of a punch. Yeah, like you get a nice reaction. Like you know how cinnamon has like that kick. You still get it, but the honey smooths it out a little bit better. So you get a nice a nice texture to it. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, you guys have any questions for me? Any comments? Anything you want to talk about? Let me know. Now's the time. A new blend idea. I'm gonna have to sit there and think about it, because you can't really blend the honey into the tea formula. You'll have to like do that separately. Um, but if I were to do it, maybe an orange and cinnamon blend might be nice. I think, yeah, I think I'll try that. I still need somebody to hold the camera for me while I do it, but other than that, we'll figure it out, right? I still have so many ideas I have to sit there and do. Ah, you see? Pop rocks. That is something that I haven't heard of in a while. Just, what was it? Yeah, you're not supposed to drink Coke with it, so don't mix any Coke with the Caribbean Crush. And I actually did that. If you look on my Facebook, there's there was a little packet of Pop Rocks and a Coke can that said Adventure. And I was like, yeah, I'm totally doing this. And I did. And I didn't explode. I did it at work. People loved it. They cheered me on as I ate Pop Rocks and drank Coke. It was awesome. I too like to live dangerously. Eyebrows. But those were the days. I know, it was I was not scared at all, but sometimes in the name of science, you have to put yourself at risk in order to gain the accolades of your fellow coworkers. I am a daredevil. Now, cinnamon, orange, ginger, that sounds really nice. If you get I know that you don't like the not wild orange, what is it? The blood orange, because of all of the because of all the rinds that are in it. If you do that, then I would suggest using a small percentage of the orange, like maybe 20%. Then you'll have the ginger, 3 shots of ginger, you should be good to go. And the rest is one of the cinnamon blends, because there are quite a few. Danny enjoyed making it for you because he said that it looks like Pop Rocks. Now this is something that I have to see, because they do put candy on their. I know how you feel about the peel. David does put a little bit of candy in some of their blends. Like they have one for cotton candy, and that has actual. I believe it has either sprinkles or actual pieces of cotton candy in it. It smells great. I tasted it once, but oh wait, did I taste it? No, I didn't. I smelled it, but I wound up tasting something else. Shanna, you have a better memory of me doing that. I think that we only smelled it, but we never tasted it, because they don't do tastes at David T's. They only do you buy it and that's that. So yeah, I know it's sad. That's why I love going to Adagio. You can walk in there, you can drink anything you want, and the staff, they'll drink it with you. They're like, "Hey, I didn't try that. Let's do it now." I mean, they're really great that way. So, I mean, I always speak highly of them. I sniffs it. Oh, you mean, yeah, they pop that little lid on the container, and that's all you get. It's like you can imagine how it tastes. Which, I mean, if you have enough experience, you'll imagine accurately. But sometimes you get surprised. Like at the last tea tasting, we tasted one of the. Yeah, it probably was invented for you, and you just didn't know it yet. But there was I forget the name of the blend. It's Wu Yi something. No, it was Oriental something. I don't know. It was one of their masters blend. I can look that up. But it smelled really light, but tasted really, really dark. And that was like a total surprise. You did not see that coming. They had a tasting the other night, but it was only a special event. But you see, I mean, why do you need to have a special event to enjoy tea? You know, I mean, yeah, it's money that you invest when you send out samples. But if your stuff is good enough, people will buy it. I mean, that's how they got me with Adagio. They didn't get me by walking in there. They gave me a free sample, and that was like, ooh, this is good. Let's see. Do 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 do. There's nothing like what you're saying near me. I know it's sad, but hey, come to Chicago, and I'll take you to all the places. Bring the family. We'll make a day of it. We'll spend the entire day at Adagio. Though I'm sure the staff will love me for that too. Yes, no, it wasn't yesterday. It was Wednesday. Wednesday, I walked in there looking for one blend. I wound up staying for about an hour. Just yeah, Tequan something. Yeah. I'll look it up. I have it open. But yeah, I spent like nearly an hour just chatting with the staff because they're absolutely amazing and I love them to pieces. Tequan Yin, I think. Let me see. Tequan Yin. Not bad. Like once I heard the Tequan, I was like, yeah, that's it. Is this one of the masters? It doesn't say. I saw one that was also Fujian Tequan Yin. What was it? You live in the middle of farms? Yeah, that's like out there in the boonies. This entire half a country away. Well, it's worth the trip. Because I am fun to hang around with. I know that it's hard to imagine, but I am this fun in person too. Tequan, let's see. The Fujian Tequan Yin. I think, yeah, that's the Masters. It's the Fujian Tequan Yin. No, that's not the cotton candy. This is one of the Masters teas at Adagio. That's the one that was really, it smelled really really light, but tasted really, really dark. But it's a very pleasant way. Let's see. Now their personal challenge to find a tea for you blindly, and guess what's in it? That, yeah. I mean, I still have to do my sister's second tea tasting blind taste test thing. That's gonna be hard. That's the one that has. Is it the one with the orchid? Probably. I'm looking for it. Was it? It sounds pretty. I might just do a tea taste, not a tea tasting, a stream of it. We'll see, probably in the future. I have done, I believe, 2 Master's Teas previously, and I've never been let down by one yet. I'm trying to find. You know what? I'll just do a word search. ORCH. Yep, it does have the orchid in it, and it's really, really nice. So, yeah, I'll do a I'll stream it one of these weeks, but I'm all for it. Ooh. Okay, go ahead and ask me your question while I take another sip. Yeah, that's a really nice. It's a nice full-bodied flavor. This is one that I can really get down with. But, I have. I am getting one tomorrow. What, a Master's Tea? I'm assuming. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. I'm assuming that you mean that there's a master's tea in my future. Really? Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me about that. The Hinshu Oriental Beauty. I am really, I'm really curious about that. It sounds like really fancy, really beautiful, with like, I'm picturing something nice. So we'll see. I can't wait. I'll probably stream it as soon as I get an opening. But right now, I have two or three plans in the works, depending on how tomorrow goes. I have to go to the post office and pick up a package. But if I am able to pick it up, which 99% sure I will be, then yeah, I'll announce it next week. Oh no, I can't do it next week. The week after. So yeah, by all means, I'll let you guys know when it is I'm doing it and what it is. I'm really excited about it. I have to do it while the weather's cold because if I don't, I might have issues like I had last time. That's all I'm leaving it at because I don't want to give away too much. Shanna, I think you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I had issues the last time. I think I think I told, yeah, I told you already, what I'm planning on doing. But yeah, that's what I'm going for. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much for getting it for me while it was on sale. Because those Masters teas are excellent, but they're kind of expensive. So I think if I move my yeah, if I move my well, what guest videographer? Unless you're talking about the tea the tea tasting, or just yeah, because I'm a little bit confused by moving my stream to Saturday with the guest videographer. Because if it's because it's gonna be that Saturday is gonna be the 27th, right? I'm double checking. Yeah, the 26th is when we're going out. So that Saturday would be the 27th. Is that what you're referring to? That I'll have a guest videographer? Because I have no idea what you're talking about. It's one of those where it's like, I think I have about 2 sips left. Oh, just somebody there to video me? You see, that's the problem though. Nobody's willing to sit there and video me for about 2 hours, for about an hour. So I mean, I have people in the house now, but they're not gonna do that. So I don't know, maybe next Saturday I'll sit down and work on how to like the how to blend online stream. That I could probably do that. I just need a volunteer. I'll probably, if my nephew's free, or my niece, or God forbid, my goddaughter, that would go well. I can have someone as a guest. We'll see. I'll see what I can do. I mean, I don't have guests very often. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, well, I'm about to wrap this up. You guys have any questions, comments? I'm down to 1 sip left. So make them good. Okay, I lied. I had an extra sip. I underestimated it. Man, who am I kidding? I'm just going to take that sip now. Oh, that was good. Oh, it still has a bit of a kick. Like I'm feeling it right there on like the sides of my tongue. One tongue. I only have one. That's why I'm single. I have one tongue. Anyway, okay, so it looks like the next time I'll see you guys, it's gonna be February 2nd. So that looks like it's a good day for what I have in store. Hopefully it'll be a nice cold day, so I can. Good night. Have a good night and sweet dreams. And I'll see you tomorrow. Well, maybe I'll see you online tomorrow. We'll see. Um, but I'm gonna wrap it up now, and I'm gonna have proposing a challenge for next week. If everything goes right, then I'll let you guys know. And for everybody, have a great night, and I'll see you later.